What is up, y'all? We've got another week ahead of us, and what better way than to start the week off by doing a whole bunch of Slayer. This week, we are going to try to keep pushing on towards getting that prayer up to level 85. We also are going to be working on pushing that Slayer up. We are almost to level 91. We would love to get to 93, so we're going to see how we can pull this out, man. But we are grinding, and we are going to see just how far we can get before league starts coming up soon.
Ironmen are said to stand alone, but three brothers chose a different path. And so the group Ironman adventure had begun until one by one they turned away. And so today he walks alone. This is Spicy Iron Adventures.
Well, we are about 21 KC into this task already, and so far we've got a whole crap ton of sharks. Some of them I couldn't even pick up because they dropped too soon. This is why you do private instances when you come here. But right there was really why we were paying attention. I don't know if you just caught it down there in the bottom, but we are officially level 98 magic, which is freaking awesome. Let's pop this up here real quick. It's just so you can see it. Man, see, now I wish it would flash a little bit longer. That's kind of dumb. There we go. Level 98 magic. So we are on our way. 1.2 million experience to get level 99. And then that will be our next 99 on the account. Massive gains with Slayer. Well, we were a little AFK, so I didn't even notice it, but we just got our first ever Granite Mall drop there, so sorry we didn't catch that on camera, but that's a new collection log. Doesn't do me much. I think Brian already gave us each, yeah, because he already have it outlined over here. Brian already gave each of us one because he's gotten a few of them, but still, collection logs, man, gotta love them. Well, all morning long, we have been rocking it out with some barbarian assault here with the clan. And that right there will take another one up to a healer roll level 5. So we've completed attacker this morning. Now we've completed healer. Just have defender and collector left to go, dude. These are some massive upgrades. So a few more runs here in the future and we'll be able to finish that for the next elite diary requirement. There we go. That is level 91 Slayer coming in. This is why I love Tormented Demons. We are hanging out over here, hoping to get something, but can't get those synapses. But at least we get 91 Slayer, which right there you can see with this new unlock menu that gives us access to Cerberus. So we will see what we can get over there. And now that we've gone to our next task, we are getting ourselves a mud battle staff pretty early on. Downside, I think the Mud Battle Staff is a 1 in 128 drop rate as well. And yeah. You know. Rings. Who needs them? Another Dragon Axe there. That's not something we need, but hey. It's some nice blue text. Not even green text. Did they drop the value of those things? Like, it's kind of lame. Alright, so we're definitely getting a lot better at this stuff right now. I found that it was probably easier just to run this with full crystal armor, so that way we could kind of maximize our inventory spacing, and we're starting to finally get low on inventory here. But, all in all, not too bad. We may keep this going because the bones are going to stack up, and that's going to be nice for this prayer journey we got going on. So I just crunched the numbers, but by the time we finish this task, that should put us exactly at drop rate for Dagannoth Supreme. Or, Supreme, right? Yes. Who are we going for here? Is it Prime that we haven't gotten the drop from? Prime, that's who we're going for. Dude, I've been thinking we've been going for Supreme the whole time. Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. Either way, we'll be right at drop rate for this sucker. No, that is drop rate for him. See, that's where I'm all messed up. So we're officially dry, see? What the frick do I know, dude? We're officially dry now for this guy. I got spooned at Supreme. That's what it was. Oh, Lord have mercy. Any day now. Which now, when I think about it, I look back, and Dagannoth Prime is the one who gave me the Mud Staff. So he is the one who gave me the unique. Just the wrong one. I don't even know what a Mud Staff is. Let's see here. 1 in 128. So I hit the exact same table
as that. I don't think he gave me the axe. I think it was Rex. Yeah, it's always Rex giving me the axes, bro. Good Lord, have mercy. That's RNG for you, you know? You run with what you got. Alright, this kill right here is going to be the final kill in the task, but I decided I really want at least one more shot at getting that Sears rank. So we're going to do this without helmet boost over here. Just see how terrible this damage actually is going to be. That task is officially done here. So, it's really not terrible, to be honest with you. I expected a lot worse. And then we'll just run up there, grab whatever loot we get, and go from there. Freaking rune arrows. Not worth it. Oh, we can't even pick them up. Let's skedaddle and go get a new task. But it's freaking past midnight here. We stayed up late. We took the day off tomorrow anyways to hang out with the family. So maybe while the kids are resting tomorrow, as if that's going to happen, we'll actually get all these bones cashed in, man. I'm kind of curious where we finished at in bones. 186 Dagonoth bones. I think that should be plenty enough to break those down into bone shards, but we'll see tomorrow and see what we come up with. But before we hop off for the night, let's teleport over real quick and see what kind of Slayer task we can get next. First things first, we want to come here, go to our block list, and we are officially removing Hellhounds because we want those things again now that we can get in there and take on Cerberus. And let's see, do we get lucky? Blue dragons. Frick. We might actually go back to Vorkath. We probably won't, but we might.
Man, I thought before we go off there, let's go ahead and try to break down all those Dagonoth bones. And that right there is level 84. Ooh. And combat level 121. So that's some nice big gains right there. Yeah, dude. Anyways, trying to get to 85 prayer here. Didn't think about combat levels being something that adds up. But I don't think we're going to have enough. But we're going to try to get as far as we can with all these plus Sunfire Wines. And knock it out from there and see what else we can come up with. So, new day. And we're going to try out some Vorkath using this kind of setup right here. I don't know how it'll work. I don't know how long it will run this. But we're going to give it a shot here using the... what do you call that stupid helmet? I don't remember. But we're going to try to give it a shot here using our helmet so we don't have to run through a whole bunch of anti-venoms and see how that turns out. Alright, first KC down there. Got some green text from it, so that's not too bad. Next kill down there, and that right there is going to be the Vorkath veteran. Some dragon arrow. Oh, we're going to have to eat some food for all this kind of stuff. But, 256. It's not really that fast, but that is KC number 50 finally, so it's not something we ever ended up rushing ourselves off to in the past. So I think we're just going to pound some of this food. We did have a really good run that time. We really didn't take too much damage, so that was kind of nice. We're just wasting freaking food here, but why not? I think we might leave those blue dragon hides on the ground. I really don't want to waste sharks. We're going to run it back, man, because this is an instant, so we can just... I don't leave it out there. I will say the Dragon Warhammer is really not working that great. I am noodling like all the time. Let's see here if we can get this one to hit. Go. Nope. Noodle all the time, bro. I'm not a huge fan. I had Brian actually make these super anti-venoms or whatever for me. Anti-fires, that's not what they're called. So that way we could try to do this with the Bofa after trying to just, what do you call it? Stabby with the sword. But I don't even remember how I got through those first 40, man. I do not like this boss that much. He's rough. I really think if you're gonna do this, you should do this with the Dragon Hunter Lance. Not saying you can't do it without it. Like, I mean, I've done it with the Dragon Sword. I've thought about putting the guide out for you guys. It's just talking myself into coming back here. That's a feat in and of itself. But yeah, we're gonna keep trying to knock this thing out for at least a little bit longer. Try to get some of those superior dragon bones, if anything, to make more potions, but mainly just so we can keep working on getting that prayer level up a little bit.
Alright, so we moved ourselves onto a Dark Beast task. The first time I've ever gotten a boss variant here. Honestly, I haven't done too many Dark Beast tasks to begin with, so we didn't come very well prepared here, but we're also not going to turn down a superior, you know what I mean? So, we probably should have stuck with melee, but I thought I didn't have the weapons that the wiki said you really should have there. So, here we are, just running our heads off like a chicken. Ooh, that was a big hit. We might actually end up having to run here. That's unfortunate. Alright, here we go. We were able to run away, grab some melee armor, and come back. The one thing we did forget to grab was food like a freaking idiot, but hey, you know what? He didn't disappear, which I really expected him to do, was to kind of disappear. I thought they were supposed to whenever you bailed, but whatever. Melee is the play here. We're definitely making more headwind here. Alright, could this be our lucky day? No, that's crap. That is absolute dog water. Holy cow, dude. Like, what the heck? Whatever. We're definitely cutting through these guys a lot quicker now with melee. So, as much as the wiki says you can use magic, don't. Stick to melee for sure. There's a reason why that's all they show us, the melee builds. Alright, so we've officially gotten our first Cerberus task here. Let's make sure that's up. Hellhounds. We're going to make it and do Cerberus. So we have never done this before. I think I tried it once on my main, and it was absolutely awful. So we are going to try this again, but I think Ward, I guess, is one thing we'll have to throw up there as well. So I think there's a way where you can just like make those things disappear, but we'll just remember that's what we're doing here. So we're going to try the range method. It seems like we can move around a little bit more with that method, and then we're going to see how we go from there. But this should be a nice, fun little thing. We'll see how many of the 172 we get done, but I would like to get them all done at Cerberus and start trying to unlock some stuff for the guys. So let's see how this goes and what we can learn. Alright, we watched one video for 30 seconds in the time it took to get here. Is that enough to brute force Cerberus? We're so screwed. But we're going to do it. Oh my goodness, maybe this is easy. Do they just nerf this thing? Alright, so here's how we do this. I don't think I'm going to need it. He's going melee first. Move that. Melee, mage, oops, range. Let me go back here. Oh my goodness. First KC down. Anti-bite. We did that from a little ways away. Wow, dude. That wasn't too bad. Oh my goodness. Does he come back that quick? Is he going to start trying to attack me right off the rip? Run away, dude. Okay, dude. What's down there? Do you actually go down there? I don't know. Alright, shoot, man. They just don't give you any time here, do they? Alright, so I figured we'd look it up anyways, but naturally that Cerberus KC thing we got, Cerberus just take without any melee damage. But yeah, dude, holy cow. Definitely expected this boss to be a lot harder than he is, so I mean, I guess I heard they nerfed him a little bit, or not nerfed him, but made him a little easier. So, thanks, Jagex. I remember this being a lot harder than it freaking was before. Alright, so we're going to give you guys the run-through on this real quick. Pass over the flames. Pop that. Throw that. I have game sounds on, but I feel like they're not actually working. So, boom. Boom. Yeah, let's switch back. I don't know if that's actually how you do it, but whatever. That's what we doing. Oh, and then let's pop our Thrall. I guess he has like a high magic level, so I don't know. We're just going to keep that up. I think everything I read says just keep protect from mage up the whole time. I don't actually know what these things mean, but we just gonna be able to just crush it. Alright, so that's coming. So pop Ward of Arceus, switch to Spellbook. We're gonna go range. Boom. Mage. Boom. Melee. Boom. And then pop this, because now we're going down. Pop that. Boom. And we're back at it again. Alright, easy. Like one of these points we're gonna have to move from his little lava pools that are supposed to pop up somewhere. I don't know. Just eat all the way up. Oh my goodness, we're back to this again. Alright, so we're gonna go range first. Yep, now we have the lava pools that we're moving. Boom. Yeah, I missed one. That's okay. There we go. And that's it, dude. That is literally as easy as it is. If you were worried about coming here, don't be. This is now a mobile-friendly boss, if you ask me. I would do this on mobile 100%. Not a doubt in my mind, dude. That's wild to me. Honestly, I think I could probably just tank all this crap. I don't know how that works. Maybe you have to just hit it. But yeah, stupid. Stupid easy. Oh man, that felt like a freaking fast kill right there. I don't know if it's even going to tell me or not. What the heck? Alright, maybe not. There we go. Got another thing. Unrequired anti-fire, whatever that does. And Aru no more, whatever that does. I think that's because he never had to use that special attack, maybe? I don't know. I should really look at what this stuff is that I'm looking. But they really don't give you any stinking time to freaking get this thing beat. Like, it's freaking wild. Alright, so here's the kicker. They really don't give you any time to kind of check anything. But we did unrequired anti-fire and Aru no more. So what we're going to do here, let's actually just pull it up over here. I think it'd be a little bit easier. Combat tasks. What the heck is this, dude? Boss list. Alright, and then we're going to go look for Cerberus right here. Oh my goodness. What is this way that they've lined this out, dude? Is there like... Yeah, there we go. Why the heck? I don't know why they changed that, dude. Alright, so let's see here. Cerberus. So, unrequired anti-fire. Kill it without taking any damage from any lava pools. Anti-bite. I did that one earlier. No melee damage. And Aru no more. Kill Cerberus without any of the summoned souls being spawned. So... that's honestly a freaking easy one, dude. What level is that? Does it even say? I think that's what those... Golly, these things used to be a lot more easy to decide. I don't know. It's a hard level one. It's got a giant dragon sword here. Cerberus Master, kill him 150 times. That shouldn't be too bad. I'll get that done on the Slayer task for sure. Kill Cerberus after successfully negating 6 or more attacks from summoned souls. Okay, and then kill him 75 times. So honestly, I think all these are going to just come with me just playing this over and over and over again. But not too bad, man. Cerberus is pretty easy. Let's see here. Cerberus. We're going to be looking for all the crystals, jar souls, smoldering stone I don't really care about. But yeah, mainly, obviously just the crystals. He doesn't have anything else special besides that. Still, again, not a bad boss, man. Well, between everything that we have gathered so far, I think 22,000 bone shards should put us over what we need to get to level 85. So, with that being said, we are going to try to knock this out here real quick, see if we can hit 85 prayer, and then we will make our way over to actually completing the Elite Desert Diary, assuming that we're not going to get screwed over on our stew boosting. But here for my favorite part, man, is now we just get to rack up experience like crazy. I think I've showed you guys this in the past, but for those of you guys going to do leagues here with, by the time this releases, be tomorrow, I think this is how we're going to be getting our prayer. I don't know. I've been trying to look a little bit into leagues, do some research as it'll be my first one. But, I mean, dude, just 600 off the rip. That's the way to do it, man. And then you literally just come right back up here and do it again. So we're going to knock this out here real quick, hit 85, and then we'll move on to finishing the Elite Desert Diary and just try to wrap the week up with that. Still a lot of Cerberus left to do. We did officially learn how to do it, but just not enough time to really start tackling that. So that may be a task for when we officially get back from leagues. I think Cerberus will be kind of what we take on from there. So stay tuned during our leagues week as we learn out. I say week, it'll be a little bit that we'll be doing leagues, but then eventually we'll move over to, when we come back to this, it's going to be a Cerberus grind, really learning that boss, perfecting that boss, and trying to see what we can unlock from there. But until then, let's knock this stuff out, and then let's try to complete that Desert Elite Diary. So as we start taking on the Calphite Queen a little bit more, we should be able to finish all that off, because we still need that Dragon Chain Body over there. Alright, this should do the trick right here. Oh, yeah, there we go. I was like, what the heck? But yeah, with just enough of my blessed wines there. That is level 85 prayer. Nothing special comes from 85 prayer, apparently, except the fact that we can now go finish up our next diary. I don't know why that took me so long to say. Diaries, deserts. We're going to be boosting, baby. But let's start knocking these things out, and then we'll boost for that 95 fletching right there. Freaking stoked.
There we go. Open the grand chest. We are done with that task. Now let's get the heck out of here. Yeah, dude. Figured we had to show that. We were at 91, so we grinded for that for a while. So now we are going to roll down, and the next thing is going to be to use up that 85 prayer. So I guess we're just going to drain our prayer out as much as we can. So that way, when we just restore it, we'll be good to go. With everything done, we are finally able to come back down here to the Shanti Pass. And I don't remember who we talked to. Is it Jar, maybe? And finish up. Let's see here. Completed all the elite tasks in my desert achievement diary. I can see that. Well done. Well to go. Alright, so we've upgraded our desert amulet to number 4. You can now charge the Pharaoh Scepter with 100 charges. The amulet will protect you from desert heat at all times. That's kind of nice. I didn't know that. Must be new. And then the main one is that shortcut that's been opened to the Calphite Hive. And the amulet will teleport. Golly, I can't read today. To Narda and the Calphite Hive to the east of the Shanti Pass. That's kind of nice. As much as you want. I've also negotiated completely free passage through the pass here in the ruins of Anka. Really, that's just the most helpful for, what do you call it? If you are doing anything that just has a full inventory. Can I have another amulet? We're going to grab a couple of these. Not that we need them, but we definitely like to have them. But yeah, it's just nice when you're got a bunch of inventory, I guess. Alright, and then the main thing that we want to do here, antique lamp. And that is going to go straight into agility for another 50,000 agility experience. Still not enough to get a freaking level. Alright, and then let's see here. Did we get rid of this? And now we can release that. Throw those right there. And those will fill that spot. But yeah, dude, that is another diary done now. So as you can see, we have completed the Desert Diary, Falador Diary, Fremennik Diary, Karamaja, Lumbridge, and Drainer. So now we're just slowly ticking off the other ones. If we go look at our Doin, 90 agility, and we're what? 82, so 3 more for that boost. 91 smithing. A lot more for that. I hate smithing. 91 cooking. Oh, that's not cooking. That's boostable. So that's not too bad for that. And then if we come over here to Kandarin, barbarian roll, we're working on that. 86 herb lore, 90 smithing. There's going to be a kicker there again. But I mean, we probably just need to start focusing on smithing. 86 herb lore we can now boost to. So really that one's not far off either. Maybe after leagues that might be something we look at. We'll put that on our to-do list. Not that I think the Kandarin Diary does anything useful for me, but we're pretty close to that one. And then let's see here. Current. Chambers of Zarek, never mind. And 95 Slayer, don't worry about that. Ortania. I think it's a fishing one. Yeah, 96 fishing. We got a little ways to go, but luckily we got that new potion for boosting. For rock. 95 cooking, that's going to be a ways. 90 herb lore, that's a little ways away. And then 5. No, there's still 2 more. Golly, there's a lot of these things. Western. 85 agility, we can boost for that. 93 Slayer. I don't think that's one we can boost for. I think I looked that up, so I need to keep working on Slayer, but everything else is good to go. And that was one reason why we've been doing so much Slayer this week. And then finally, the Wilderness. Smithing's going to kick me, and that's really it. So honestly, I think smithing's something we need to focus on later on here. Kind of put that on the bucket list, but there's so much crap on the dang bucket list, man. Like, come on, Cerberus, right around the corner. I am ready to grind out the rest of those kills. But I think until then, we're just going to try to get stocked up, because literally, when we are going out, we have tomorrow is when everything starts. and I'm going to try to figure out how to live stream over on TikTok. So, not something I've ever done before, but we're going to try to figure it out. So, feel free to come join me tomorrow. We'll do it right after we get off work. Same TikTok as SpicyIron Adventures, so we'll figure out how that works. I almost never post on there at all because I'm just too lazy to try to figure out that nightmare of a mess. It's probably something I should be better at. But yeah, come join us tomorrow, man. We are so stoked. Just how much we have gotten done here on this account so far. And now we're going to go take on a new adventure with the brand new leagues, completely fumbling through it like an idiot. As much as I want to get started during the workday, I think I'm going to hold tight. I don't even know when it starts, technically, my time. But I think I'm going to hold tight till right after work, so that way every second of the beginning is just kind of captured. But I already know that Endless Relic is what it's going to be for me, because between having a job and having kids, I need that relic to just kind of keep things going in the background. I think there's no point in going for anything else like I had thought of in the future. But yeah. Check us out, man. We'll try to get some uploads here on YouTube. We're definitely going to try to go live and see if we can get all that worked out. And I will see y'all next time. Shoots!